since it seems to exist only in man, nowhere else in other living beings, can you comment on the nature of evil and how it came to be?
It doesn't exist in man. Such a thing exists in the mind of man, you see. It's a projection. It's an interpretation of what is. See? It's an interpretation of nature. It's an interpretation of the fact or the forces of yin and yang. The Hindu trilogy, or trinity rather. The Hindu trinity. Creativity, preservation, creation, preservation, and destruction. Really the same thing. So one is really not beyond philosophic distinction in terminology other than the other. There is no such thing. So, evil is nature. Goodness is nature. Only thinking makes it more than that. And who knows what thinking is? Since it's also nature. Good question. See, nothing happens. Nothing happens. It's the fact of the whole process. Nothing happens. You might switch that or flip it and say, well, that's because everything is already happening, so nothing is happening. Everything as nothing happens, and nothing as everything happens. So, again, nothing happens. Nothing happens. And neither nothing nor nothing happens exist. In the light of this, there is a better sense of what is real. Because your mind, or a mind, or the tendency, consciousness is human. The human presumption of mind is gravitational in nature. And hence the quality of the questions come up as part of the gravitational nature of human existence as opposed to, let's say, the levitational or liberated nature, or aspect of nature, which is a whole other thing, which most people, because they are so well identified and comfortably identified with being, let us say, gravitational in nature, they do not allow, by pattern, by habit, for the flip of the switch to occur, except during rare moments when you realize you don't know what's going on. You thought you had it all together, and you don't have it all together. You may not have anything together. You don't know who you are anymore. So what's the purpose for anything? And then, bingo, flash of enlightenment may arise because it's just light. That bolt of lightning may just strike you and say, ah, voila, now I know nothing. And I'm absolutely ecstatic over it. There's nothing to know. And go on from that point, if you are able to, celebrate your nothingness as truth, or your spirituality then as truth, your enlightenment as truth. That is the fact of what you recognize in, or you've come to see, hear, feel, or be for yourself, so on. It's a matter then of whether or not you're lucky enough to have such an experience. Or if you are in the field of the mentoring where the possibility becomes the probability of that happening for yourself, as opposed to being around ordinary peeps who are so possessed by or so preoccupied with the gravitational side, it doesn't seem like anything of that nature could ever happen, because people are so enjoying suffering and such, as if it were God itself, and they make it seem like that's all there is, so it is their God. So be it for them, until they are broken free of that and have something else that they need to create to put in its place, because it's ripped off at death or during tragic episodes. It's ripped off. So when you suffer loss, then you have an opportunity for awakening, because then all your stuff all your gravitational tendencies and all your Klingon materials or your clingings as such fall away, or they are ripped away to free you, to awaken you, to shock you into your truth, then nothing happens. Then no one is. There is nothing. Look and see. Find something and watch it disappear as you try to grab it by your mind. So what is it? What is anything if not in fact nothing? Who is anything if not in fact nothing?